Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. How are you today? Here, beautiful sunny day, which is great. Right, what am I going to talk to you about today? Let me ask you a question. Have you ever felt like you don't belong? Do you worry that your friends, your colleagues will discover that you're a fraud, that you are fake, and that you actually don't deserve your accomplishments? Does this sound familiar to you? My name is Natalie, and I am a confidence expert and the founder of Natalie King Coaching. What this means is I help small business owners to become more confident within themselves as well as within their business. And one of the ways that I help doing that is through talking about the imposter. You know, that imposter that just gets in your way, that voice that just makes you feel like you don't belong. Okay, so I've got some notes with me, so I will be looking around because I want to make sure I get everything to you that I want to get to you. Now, the imposter is quite a common experience. It's quite common among business owners and a lot of people. Richard Branson and a lot of these big owners, Oprah, even Obama, have at some point or other had this feeling of the imposter or the imposter syndrome. So you are in good company. Enjoy it. You are in good company. And there are ways that you can kick it to the curb and just get rid of it. So let me first explain to you what is the imposter. So I'm going to be reading this to you because I want to get it right. So the imposter syndrome is a psychological phenomenon which is known as the imposter syndrome, and it is a belief that you're inadequate, fraudulent, incompetent, and a failure despite evidence that indicates you're skilled and quite successful, and that you've only succeeded due to luck and not because of your talent or qualifications. And as I said, imposter syndrome can affect anyone regardless of their social status, workers' background, or skills or levels or degree of expertise. And 70% of people in business have suffered from the imposter. So is this starting to sound a little bit familiar to you? Please do feel free to like and subscribe to my channel, as well as if you have any questions, do put them in the comments, and I do check my comments every now and again so that I can answer anything that you have. Common thoughts that somebody who has the imposter is thinking or feeling: I must not fail. I feel like a fake. It's all down to luck, or success is no big deal. How many business owners have achieved something amazing and they go, it's no big deal. It's just lucky. Were they really just lucky? And is it really no big deal? And this is normally a flag that somebody is suffering from the imposter syndrome if they just push off these accolades that they have acquired. Do you do that? So here are some come on. Here are some subcategories of how or what an imposter could manifest itself within you. So we have the perfectionist. Now, what do I mean by the perfectionist? The perfectionist is everything has to be perfect. You have to know everything. You don't make mistakes. The perfectionist, you need to just continuously learning, continuously being good. You're usually sometimes the first one in the office, the last one to leave, and heaven forbid you actually make a mistake. You want to be seen as this person who never makes a mistake, knows everything, and has just got all the knowledge and everything at your fingertips. The experts. The experts are there my dog wants to go out. Isn't this typical? You're making a video and the dog wants to go out. No patience, is it? So an expert needs to be qualified. They feel they need one qualification after the next. They want to have another degree, maybe another certificate, maybe go on another course, and they never feel satisfied with the qualifications they have. They could be highly qualified, but yet they still want to learn more and learn more and learn more, and they just feel that they never know enough. Are any of these beginning to ring a bell for you? We have the natural genius, and this is somebody who's probably talented in certain areas, and yet when there's an area that they have to work on, they feel like an imposter because it doesn't come easily to them. Soloists. Now, these are people who like to do stuff on their own. They will often work on their own. They do stuff on their own. They don't like to ask for help. They feel that if they need to ask for help, that means that they are not worthy or good enough, or they feel like a fake because they have to ask for help. But asking for help is important because, as the saying goes, no man is an island, and having help just helps you to expand your knowledge, helps you to build your business. So as a soloist, it can be quite difficult to ask for help. The superhero. How many people are the superheroes? And this is something that it tends to fall more to females than men, because I know it's a stereotype, so bear with me. But it's the way it has been. It doesn't mean it can't change, but it's the way it has been. Superheroes need to be good at everything. A good parent, a good daughter or son, a good child, a good employee, a good boss, good at everything. They need to be the superhero. And they very much, again, are usually the first ones in the office, the last ones out. They will finish everybody's work for them because they need to be seen as the one who just does everything. Is any of this starting to sound a little bit familiar to you? Now, I do have a Facebook group Facebook group called The Confidence Club. Do come and join me in there, especially if you've got any questions. You can send me a message on Facebook or via LinkedIn. Connect with me if you have questions, or if you want help to work through, or the imposter. Again, here's some common imposter signs. So do you notice them in yourself, or are some of these sounding familiar from people that you know? Self-doubt, an inability to realistically assess your expertise and skills. So somebody who's says, that was easy, or I don't know enough, or I can't do that, I'm not good enough at that. Credit your success to external factors. Again, I was lucky. I was in the right place at the right time. Questioning your performance. Oh, I should have done better. I wasn't good enough. I should have done it this way instead of that way. Or fear that you won't live up to expectations. This is quite a big one. You might worry that people don't think that you can do what it is that you might have said that you were going to do, or anything. Overachieving. Remember the superhero and the experts who just needed to get everything right, do everything, and sabotaging your own success. So many people are scared of their success and they will sabotage it. So is any of this starting to sound familiar? Is any of this ringing any bells for yourself or other business owners that you might know? Do let me know. Do share with me. But don't worry, I have some tips for you. I have some tips that can help you to deal with the imposter. So tip number 1, numero uno, realize that you're not supposed to be good at everything. Wow, you don't have to be good at everything. Nobody is good at everything. Even those people who you think are, they are not. You are human. You are allowed to make mistakes. You're allowed to not be brilliant at something. You're allowed to be learning a new skill. You're allowed to be progressing. So the top tip is realize that you are not supposed to be good at everything. Tip number 2, be honest about what you are good at and as well as what you're not good at. Know your skills as well as those that you are not good at. Let me give you an example. I'm good at speaking, but I'm no good at technology. I can't build a website to save my life. But I'm not a web designer, and that's okay. But I am a speaker, and therefore I'm good at that, but I'm not good at that. So can you see where I'm going? So really work out what are you good at and realize that you don't that and what you are not good at. You with me? You with me? And the third tip is celebrate when something good happens. Celebrate your achievements. Celebrate the successes that you have. Big or small, celebrate, 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 celebrate. Because what this does, when you celebrate, you are acknowledging that this is your expertise, you're acknowledging what you're good at, you are kicking that imposter to the curb, you are really putting it in your head that this is where you are, this is your skill, you're not an imposter, you're not a fraud, you're not a fake. By celebrating, big or small, it doesn't matter. It's the celebrating of it that is important. Celebrate your achievements, your successes, everything. Celebrate. Celebrate, celebrate, celebrate. You got that? Should I remind you? Celebrate. So just a recap. So realize that you're not supposed to be good at everything. Acknowledge what you're good at as well as what you're not good at. And that's okay. Celebrate everything. I'd like to leave you with a couple of quotes that I have here. Now, I hope this has just touched the surface on the imposter syndrome. This is a huge topic, and there are ways that you can work through it. There's, and this is something that I do with my one-to-one clients. And let's have a chat if you want help with this. But maybe these tips help you, and if they do, share the video, share this with your friends who you think can benefit from this. I'd like to leave you with a quote, and this one is by John Acuff. Never compare your beginnings to someone else's middle. Comparison is poison. And Theodore Roosevelt says, comparison is the thief of joy. Now, why am I telling you these quotes? Because quite often, when you are in the throes of the imposter syndrome, you might even start to compare yourself to others. And this is where the comparison comes in. So stop comparing, stop feeling like a fake, stop feeling like a fraud, and accept who you are for the skills that you have and for the skills you don't have. It's okay. Be you. Embrace your expertise. Embrace what you are good at. And really just allow yourself to acknowledge what you have achieved, to acknowledge how far you have come. And I'd like to leave you with a final thought. Don't look back. It's not the way you're going. You are moving forward. And this is what you're doing with the imposter, is you stop looking back and you start to move forward into your new identity of the opposite of the imposter. Your new identity of, I am this person, I have these skills and I'm proud of them. So acknowledge your skills, acknowledge who you are. You are unique. Nobody is like you. You are absolutely unique. Embrace it, enjoy it, and kick that imposter to the curb. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please, if you have any questions, do write them in the comments or connect with me on social media under Natalie King Coaching. And if you would like, book in a call. Let's have a one-to-one chat and a confidence clarity call. It's 30 minutes just to see how we can, working together, can get you to kick that imposter to the curb. Enjoy the rest of your day. Have a great one, and I'll be talking to you soon. Bye.